Hello, you beautiful beings, and welcome to episode 11 of On the Laulau. I know last episode I told you guys I didn't know when I was going to be back, and I am really grateful towards myself that I decided to not put pressure on myself and to go when I was inspired to, because I've been realizing some stuff lately. I don't know if you've been feeling it, but I've been in a funk for like a few weeks now. And my ego, my mind does not want me to be in a funk, right? My ego wants me to be on track. It wants me to stay on track and follow my shit and be disciplined. And a part of me thinks that the fact I've been unable to do that is because I'm lazy or like, what's wrong with me? What's been happening? But I know that we are such in a huge energetic vibrational shift that it could not be any other way right now. So if you're unaware, in most of my content, I talk about this huge consciousness shift that is happening on our planet right the fuck now. And it's super interesting to watch it play out these past few weeks because I've learned a lot about myself and I just feel so weird, you guys. I feel good today, but I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like angsty. I feel like I can feel so much energy and it feels off. It feels off, but good, but bad. I'm not going to go further into that. At the beginning of the year, I told myself, you know what? I am going to set myself a list of things I want to get done every day, and I'm going to fucking stick to it for like 90 days, right? And I was super excited about it, and it went good maybe for a few weeks until I don't know how many weeks back, it hit me that I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. And last week I got a cold and I was almost happy that I did because it was giving me the opportunity to not do anything. Last week I spent one full day in bed. I did not do anything else but be in bed. And I do not remember the last time I did that. And I don't know why it felt so good to give myself permission to not do anything, not accomplish anything. And I know it might sound terrible the way I'm wording it, but I promise you, if you listen and stick with me on this, it's going to make a lot of fucking sense. So as I've been saying, we are shifting vibrationally, meaning we have been operating in the third physical dimension. And this dimension is based on fear and separation and guilt, shame, unworthiness, just the lower frequencies that we cling on to so much because we literally have to survive in this matrix, in this simulation. You need to become attuned to fear and worrying and doubting yourself because it's literally the vibration where you're not in love. But we are shifting back into the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is love. It's oneness. We're all connected. It's peaceful. It's loving. It's kind. It's gentle. If we're shifting vibrational frequencies, wouldn't it make sense if right now you're literally purging everything that is not love? So every habit that you have been sticking on to maybe for a few years that has worked. For example, me with my training, just working out. I've been working out 4 to 5 times a week and doing strength training all the time, blah, blah, blah. And right now I have literally no ambition to do that whatsoever. And I've been trying to stick to it and go to the gym, but my body feels literally flatlining, it doesn't want to. And I've been being hard on myself, I should be able to do this. This means I'm lazy, I'm undisciplined, what the fuck, blah, blah, blah. Just being hard on myself, right? And then I realized what would happen if I gave myself full permission to not work out? What would happen if I gave myself permission to listen to my body that wants to do nothing right now, right? And I know we're human beings. We're designed to move. We should be moving our bodies and going on walks. But I do think that we're in a very unique and special time on the planet, and it's not really explainable. I've known that this was going to happen on our planet for a really long time, but I did not know it was going to feel this way. And I've been talking to close ones, friends, family members, and everyone feels fucking exhausted. And I believe that the reason for that being is that we have been forced to operate in the matrix, right? The third physical dimension of production and separation, and just always in the loop of I have to go to work, I have to get the kids ready, I have to get this, I have to call that person, I have to do that. Just always distracted, always disconnected, never connected in the present moment. And we're shifting from that because we were not designed to go so fast and create so much and always be achieving better, doing better. I really believe that that is not why We're here in this physical experience. You are not here to heal yourself, work on yourself, and better yourself every single fucking day. You are here to enjoy your life. You are here to experience waking up in a bed and taking a shower and making yourself breakfast and literally being in such a loving energy when you're making yourself food. You are here to listen to music and to dance. You're here to take care of your physical body because it feels good to do that. And what I've been experiencing lately is, oh my God, I've been self-imposing so many rules on myself. Like, I have to do this. I have to do this. So many things I have to do because I've been told and conditioned my whole life that if I keep up with these habits, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to be I'm going to look perfect, right? I'm going to have the perfect life. I'm going to look perfect. I'm going to have the perfect bank account, house, whatever it is. That's not the point, because it is so easy to love yourself when everything looks good and you have everything on the outside that you think you need to have to be happy. But I do believe we're in times where we're purging so much energy. We are being literally decongested of all of the shit. Like, all the shit energy is being purged right now. So I'm not finding it too surprising that everyone wants to rest and everyone is tired. I think we've kept the ball rolling for a really long time, but we can't keep up with it anymore. And I believe that 4 years ago when the pandemic hit, it was the beginning of this shift and it was the introduction. And now we are in the front lines and it's going to happen. Like, it's happening, you guys. Like, I can fucking feel it. And I really feel like it's going to be a spring thing. There's going to be an event of some sort. I don't know what it is, but there is shit that is happening right now, because if you didn't already know, like, basically evil, pure evil, darkness has been controlling our planet. And it goes beyond the physical realm. Like, this is stuff that happens that we cannot see with our physical eyes. There are so many things that we do not understand and we have been kept hidden away from. And literally, there's so many things in our reality that is dressed as light, but it is actually pure darkness. And I've been falling into this a little bit lately and opening my mind to more things about Christianity. And I am not religious. I've never been religious. I'm not atheist or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But I've never, identified to a certain religion. But I have been very interested in learning about it lately, because I do believe it's important to pray. And I do believe it's important to pray and put yourself in a protective bubble, because there are so many things in the invisible that we cannot see. And there are so many things in this world, and call me a conspiracy theorist, but there's so much shit that is actually pure Satanism. And it's just ritualistic and darkness and twisted, with all of the things about celebrities and Hollywood. And it goes so far that I know we are in the times where this has to fucking stop. And we're bringing love and light back to the planet, and people are connecting with God. And when I mean God, I'm not talking about a certain representation of God, not Jesus Christ, or I don't know all the other religions, or Buddha and stuff. I'm not familiar, and I'm not trying to offend anybody with misinformation, whatever. I'm just saying, when I say God, I think it's pure creation, just creation energy. They're creator of all that is. And it's just, when people say people are going to return to Christ, I just think it's returning to Christ consciousness, because it's so I couldn't explain it to you, but I understand it in my head. We are all God, right? And the point of this whole control and the whole point of having darkness controlling us behind closed doors was to keep us as far away as possible from God. So there are things in this physical reality that actually bring you further away from your light. But I do think oh my God, this goes so far, because there are things that are dark in this physical reality, but by experiencing them, you are brought closer to God. You are brought closer to love and to light. I do think you sometimes need those experiences, but anyways, I really think what's happening on this planet is just a huge cleanup, right? So the whole thing of Christ consciousness is that we are all God, and we all have these energetic centers within our bodies. And when they're all spinning and aligned properly, you are connected to your Christ consciousness energy, which is just your God in a human form. You are connected to everything that is. I just feel like it's just pure light and unconditional love. And wouldn't it be so powerful if we were all connected to that power within us? Wouldn't our reality be so different? We wouldn't be so focused on making money and having all of the nice, luxurious things. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do think that there are people who are so heavily programmed to think that this is all that life is. And when you think about it, we're programmed from such an early age to think that life is just going up the ladder. You get a job, you make more money, a promotion, maybe you upgrade your house, you upgrade your car, and you check the fucking boxes. But like I said, what I have been realizing lately is, am I doing this from a place of love? So am I imposing 10K steps on myself because I love myself and it feels good to take care of myself? Or I'm doing this because it's something I have to do. I have to do to be healthy. I have to do to lean down. I have to. But that I have to is deep resistance to what wants to be right now. And what wants to be right now is rest and not production, not working, not moving. Because we have bodies that literally welcome energy. And if you're constantly moving that energy around, like, I'm not shitting on exercising. It's just, I don't know what it is lately, guys. I don't want to fucking train. I don't want to move it. Okay. I don't want to move. If you offer yourself the grace to not move your body and just be still with your energy and maybe, not move too much. Like, yes, we have to move our bodies. I'm not saying that it's okay to be lazy and sit on your ass and not do anything. Like, you have to move your body. You cannot get used to doing nothing. But me, in my personal experience, it's like, oh shit, I don't want to actually do strength training that much anymore. Like, yesterday I tried working out like I always have, and I swear I feel like my legs don't want to squat heavy weight. It feels like my body doesn't want to do this. And I've been feeling more called to doing like Pilates or like, just like calmer shit, less hard shit. And I realized, okay, in the past, it has resonated with me to do heavyweight training. I have gotten results. It has worked for me, right? I went through a whole physical transformation. So now my ego thinks that the only way I can get results now is to do that, right? Because that worked. So that must be the only way. But what if right now we are being asked to let go of those things and to open our hearts to things that might be more loving and might be more easy flowing? So by me not imposing on myself that I have to work out 5 times a week, and if I don't, I'm a piece of shit, then I'm offering space to really be guided to what my body actually wants, to what I actually feel called to do. So today, not even today, every day I wake up and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do today? Instead of telling myself, I have to get this done today. Because if we're returning to being human beings and not human doings, that means that every day might not look the same. And like I said earlier, I don't really like working a lot, and I don't think anyone really likes to work unless you really love it and you're totally like in your creative energy and playful and you just like what you do. And I genuinely enjoy what I do. Like, I love making content. I love making videos. But lately it's been like not what has been calling me. And I have felt very, very guilty for that because I feel like I owe it to you guys because I know that this is such a rough time on the planet. And I know that I have so many beautiful messages that can assist you guys and alleviate you guys, calm you guys down, because every time I read my comments, you guys are saying how much my videos help you. But it's almost as if lately I've wanted to just take care of me and not think about how can I make a video? What video can I make? What can I talk about? What can I talk? Like, I've just wanted to turn my brain off from being in production creation mode. And I do believe we're meant to create things. I do believe that 100%. But if we're in such a time of energetic purging, I feel like it's normal that nothing wants to be done and we just want to allow and we just want to be. And I don't know if you're familiar with Bashar Darrell Anka's teachings. He is basically a man who channels an extraterrestrial being. And it's super interesting, the things he talks about. Like last summer, I got totally I went into the rabbit hole of Bashar. And basically the main thing that he says about our reality is that you have to be able to follow your highest excitement to the best of your ability until you cannot follow that anymore. Like you used it up. So I know about this principle and I've applied it, but lately, holy shit, have I applied it? Because I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what is my highest excitement? If my highest excitement is to watch a movie, I will do it. I will offer myself the grace to do it. with no guilt, with no, I should be doing this instead, I'm being lazy, blah, blah, blah. Just listening to my ego scream and making a lot of noise. What do I feel called to do? Because all of those habits that you want to take on, like you want to start meditating and journaling and breath work and yoga and all the beautiful things. Do you only want to do those things because you think it'll make your life better? You think you'll love yourself more? You think, you're doing this because you want the later now. You want the future outcome. Now, here we go. There is nothing wrong with wanting to do things to get you to a certain place and having goals and working on them. But the question that has come up for me is, am I doing it from a loving place? Am I doing it from a genuine loving place? Because if you love yourself, then you're going to be excited about going to the gym and taking care of yourself. You're going to be excited about meditating because it feels good, because it's an act of self-love. But if it is an act of punishment or discipline, like when parents are teaching kids to be good, that type of shit, but super rigid and ugh. How are you treating yourself? Are you treating yourself like a child who needs to be punished to understand that if they want something in life, they have to suffer for it, or they have to be miserable, or they have to put up with shit for a certain amount of time? Because I realized, if I just stick with these habits for a little while, I'm going to get to where I want to be. Oh, so you're just going to feel like shit every day? You're not going to feel excited or aligned about what you're doing because you want a later now? You're not in the now then. You're just so consumed by a future present moment. You're not experiencing the one you're having right now. The one I'm having right now is perfect. But obviously, my fucking ego thinks there's something wrong with it because it is not the perfect representation or the perfect aesthetic life, right? And it is so easy to love yourself when everything looks good. But if we are being purged right now of everything that is not loving towards ourselves or is just not love, then wouldn't it make sense that you're being asked, can you love yourself right now? Can you love yourself even if your bank account is negative? Can you love the fact that your body looks like this right now, even if you would like it to change? Can you love yourself even if, I don't fucking know. But it's so easy to love ourselves under certain conditions. We're going back to the vibration of unconditional love. Can you love yourself without all of these external conditions? Can you love yourself even if you didn't meditate? Can you love yourself even if you haven't moved your body in 4 days? Can you still love yourself? Or do you need to check the boxes to love yourself? And honestly, ever since I've realized this, I feel so gentle just because I don't have pressure to do anything. I am so grateful that I am supported and provided for in everything I do. And I'm so grateful that every day when I wake up, I get to choose what I want to do. And this morning, I didn't know I was going to record a podcast episode. I didn't brainstorm it. I didn't think about it. I didn't have a subject in mind. I had no idea I was going to film a podcast today. But I just woke up and I followed my highest excitement in every moment. So when I woke up, my highest excitement was to do my skincare routine because that feels good to me and I want to do it. So I did my skincare routine. The next highest excitement was to make myself a really good breakfast. What I've been doing, you guys, you put a piece of sourdough, you toast it, then I boil I boil 4 hard-boiled eggs and 1 avocado. So then I smash the avocado on the piece of toast and then I smash the eggs. I put it on the toast and then you put a bunch of salt and pepper and cherry tomatoes on the side. Holy shit. That is holy shit. It's good. It's so good. And I'm just going to do a parenthesis here. I decided to stop tracking my calories because that is another thing that I was self-imposing on myself, thinking that the only way for me to lean down is if I track my calories because it worked once, so that must mean it is the only thing that is going to work for me now. But I am not the same version of me that I was when I was tracking calories. Back then it was so easy. And I keep asking myself, why can I not keep up with this? And I'm like, this is not what is meant for me right now. But I've been trying so hard to keep making it fit, but it's not what is meant for me anymore. I must let it go and welcome the way that is actually going to work for me at this moment in time. And at this moment in time, what is appropriate for me is focusing on nutrients and foods that taste good and protein, and just that's what feels good. I know about protein. Do I really need to fucking track every gram of it right now? No, I don't. So anyways, my breakfast was really good. And before I would have been like, oh my God, an avocado is too much. 4 eggs is too much. Like I need to eat as little as I can. But you know what? Holy shit. I used to think about food the whole day long. Like if I had a small breakfast that I was tracking, blah, blah, blah. Like if you're not familiar with the whole tracking calories, you might not understand this experience or whatever. But it's just, you think about food all the fucking time because you're literally in such a restrictive mindset that you are making it even worse on yourself instead of just having the fucking food that you want and then just going on with your day. Anyways, I'm not going to dive into that. I wanted to make another episode solely based on like food and training and all that stuff because I had a gym rat fitness phase and I would love to talk about it because I feel like it's a really big hype right now and it fucking triggers the shit out of me because it's a lot of ego, but that's okay because I was there at some point and I really, really needed to go through that to be where I am now. So my highest excitement was making a good breakfast. And then my highest excitement was like, okay, it's really nice and sunny outside. What could I do? Do I feel like going on a walk? I could, but I don't really want to. Okay, well, do you want to go work out and open the garage door? I could, but I don't really want to. You know what I did? I brought a little stool downstairs in front of my front door where the sun was beaming. I sat down and I filmed a video and I took in the sun because I live in Canada. Fucking seasonal depression, I think, is another thing that has been contributing to my fatigue because there's no sun. I'm not inspired by the weather and I'm not inspired to go running outside or to just sit outside. No, I can't. So obviously it's spring coming along, so that feels a little bit better. But there was sun outside. I was like, I really think my body needs the vitamin. Okay, so I'm gonna go sit outside. So I went to go sit outside and I filmed 3 videos. Holy shit, that hasn't happened in a while, but I felt good. I felt inspired for some fucking reason. And then I was like, what could I do next? Do you want to work out? Maybe. Oh, do you want to film fuck yeah, I want to film a podcast episode. That was my highest excitement and I'm following it right now and it feels amazing. So I guess the only thing I want you to take out of this is what you're doing on a daily basis. Are you doing it because you genuinely want to, because you love yourself, because you respect yourself and honor yourself, and you trust yourself? You trust yourself that you're going to be shown to what you want to do. And you're allowed to do those things that you want to do. I know that you might think there are things you really need to get done, and maybe you do, and maybe you should. But once those are done, how do you treat yourself? Like I realized I'm treating myself like I'm a kid and I'm the harsh parent trying to like get everything in order, but it's cutting off my inspiration and it's cutting off my playfulness because it feels like chores. And one thing I realized about me is that I don't want chores. I don't want work. I do not want it. So if that's what it feels like, no shit, I'm not going to want to do it, you know? Like it's like when you're in school and then you have this huge thing you want to study for, like just thinking about it gives you a fucking headache. Like, you know, it's just so much. Blech. So anyways, I'm not going to lie. These few past hours of my day feeling inspired feels really good because I have not felt like this in a few weeks. Like I've just been wanting to sleep, not been wanting to do anything. I've not been excited about being alive, and it's not in a suicidal way. It's really just like, it's getting pretty bland down here, but I really think it's part of this whole energetic shift because we've been stuck in so many illusions, you guys. I don't think we realize it. Like I said, the illusion of thinking that if you work really hard, later will be better, or the illusion of thinking that if you feel like shit, you're not supposed to feel like shit and you should do everything in your power to stop feeling like shit. But that is resistance. You are resisting feeling like shit because you have labeled and identified that feeling like shit is bad. But it's not bad. It just is. And sometimes feeling like shit is just energy that wants to be welcomed that way. And there's nothing you have to do. You don't have to fix yourself. You don't have to heal yourself. You don't have to work on it. You just have to let it be. And I'm letting it be every day. You know what? It's fine. And some people might call me lazy or like I'm taking it too easy, but I think that's what we're meant. Like, I know, okay, we can experience suffering and we can challenge ourselves, but like, should we really? Like, is that really why we're alive? Like, I feel like I'm getting to know myself in such a new, different light. I feel like I'm getting to know my graceful self, and it just feels like fucking weird because I think in my life I've been very hard on myself for no reason, and I think we're all trained to treat ourselves this way, which is really weird because we are unconditional love at the base of who we are. So why do we treat ourselves like the complete opposite? Like we need to attain all of these external conditions to offer ourselves love or to be worthy of receiving love. And I'm just deciding to shower myself in love right now. Even if I'm 10 pounds too heavy, even if I don't create content, even if I make no money in a month, whatever it is, I'm loving myself now. Like that is what we're returning to. Loving yourself without it looking the way you egotistically want it to. I've been feeling more called to praying. I've been feeling more called to trying Pilates. I've been feeling more called to tuning into my feminine side, my receiving side, and it feels really good. It feels awkward because this is new territory for me to just allow things and to just like relish in receiving energy. Like I do not want to go out there and give and perform anymore. I just want to receive because I know I am worthy of it all. And it's a weird place to be at because all our lives, all my life, I have chased love. I have chased worthiness. I thought that I had to look a certain way for people to love me, for me to love myself. I will not love you until you look a certain way. And that is not unconditional love. That is just, I don't even know what that is. So this is a time to come out of that, you guys. This is a time to offer yourself that unconditional love, even if you think it doesn't look good. Like, even if you think you are not the perfect representation of what you could be, even if you think you have not embodied your highest potential yet, I promise you, you're still worthy of love. You're still worthy of love. And I know it's hard to believe because sometimes it feels like we are so good at being fucking assholes to ourselves. And like I said, we're shifting vibrational frequencies because that ain't the new norm. Like, no. I know it was normal to like always be critiquing ourselves and always be hard on ourselves and judgment, ego, mind, physical mind. The vibration we're shifting into is teaching us to follow our hearts. And it sounds fucking, I know it's corny. I know it's fucking corny. But if you think this shit is corny and cringe, that means you have a certain trigger to love, to warmth, to like ooey gooiness, just, because we're shifting to a place where you need to be in your fucking heart. You need to fucking listen to your body. You need to listen to your intuition. You need to stop being in your mind. And I think people are so fucking tired of thinking, of trying to figure it out, of being the boss, being the one in control, identifying every problem and creating every solution. Fuck that. It's so much work. What have I said about work? I don't want to work. I do not want to think more than I have to think. I will receive the ideas. I will create the ideas. I will receive the wealth. I will circulate the wealth. I will receive the love and I will spread the love. I will receive and I will circulate, but I will not go out there and chase anymore. I'm tired. I don't want to chase anymore because it's been part of the illusion. It is part of the illusion to think that you are always in a fucking race, a fucking, cat and mouse race. Because did you know that we've been running away from love this whole time? Like while you've been doing everything you're doing and judging yourself and being hard on yourself, you think that you're working towards love, but you're actually running away from it. You actually do not believe it is safe to love yourself unless you have the perfect body, the perfect bank account, the perfect house, the perfect routine, the perfect partner, the perfect friends, the perfect la-di-da-da-da-da. That's not what life is about. Can you love yourself even if it looks fucking ugly? Can you love yourself even if it is chaotic, even if it does not feel good, even if it feels like a wreck, it feels like not achieving anything, it feels unsuccessful, it feels discouraged? Can you love that energy? You are receiving that energy. You are receiving that energy. You don't need to do anything with it. You have been trained to do your entire life. You need to be, you need to receive because you have holy shit. I'm having a moment. You have everything you need. You just suck at receiving. You suck at receiving everything that life wants to offer to you. And I'm not saying this personally to you. Like, I'm not trying to target you. I'm talking to myself right now. Okay. This is like me and me. So I'm not trying to like say like, you suck. No, that's not, that's not what I'm talking about. But we suck at receiving, obviously, because literally life wants to give us everything, but we're just like running away from it all the time because we think we have this ego vision of what it has to look like. Because on Instagram, we saw this girl having the perfect fucking morning routine, and now we think we're a piece of shit if it doesn't look like that. Can you love your body right now? Even if it doesn't, like, it's not really worthy of being on Instagram. Can you love your relationship right now, even if there are fights and sometimes it feels messy? Can you love your bank account even if it's not as high as you would want it to? Can you love your job even if it is not fulfilling you? Can you love everything that is right now? Because I've been in a state of trying to think I need to change everything. I need to like make a makeover. I need to like, oh my God, I need to put a little pixie dust everywhere and make it all better. But like, it just wants my love, because offering your love to that is the pixie dust. If you offer your love to everything that is, it will naturally expand. Are you understanding? Do you have the visual on this? So let's say you live in a house and it's not the ideal, perfect white marble house with black accents and all of that. And like personally for me, I'm really excited to live in a like either a renovated house or like a new apartment or something, right? But can I offer love to this house that I currently live in, to this house that allows me to sleep in a warm, comfortable bed at night, that allows me to be with my family, that allows me to literally do everything? Like, I don't go anywhere. I'm in my house all the fucking time, right? Well, by me giving my love to this house, the love is like the sprinkle magic fairy dust that embellishes in my head. Because if I'm in a resistant place of like, no, this house is ugly, I want to change it, the bathroom tiles, I can't stand it anymore, there's this, and like I'm saying this because this is the attitude I've had. Like, I'm so excited to like renovate here because my house is like 20 years old and we haven't really like put too much work into it, but it still looks good. Like, it's still a good house. I'm not shitting on my house, but it's just like, I'm excited to have like a white shower. So by me being excited to have a white shower, I'm discontinuing my current shower because I'm like, no, it's not good enough. I just got to give my love to my current shower because I can still fucking wash my body. Like, I'm pretty fucking grateful for that. I wouldn't want to wash my body like on the street or not even be able to shower, you know? So anyways, I'm going a bit off topic, but all in all, can you love everything the way it is right now without having it to look perfect and aesthetic and like fucking on point? Are you doing things out of love because you genuinely love yourself? Like, are you eating healthy because you love yourself, or you're eating healthy because you think you need to eat healthy to be a better person and look better because you don't actually love yourself? Because that's kind of how I've been treating myself. Like, oh, I need to eat really healthy because I need to lean down because I don't like this version of myself. It's too thick. Okay. What are you going to do with that? You're probably going to only expand that type of energy, and that's not the type of energy you want to expand. You want to feel good. You want to love your body now, because if you love your body now, ultimately that means that the person, the version of yourself who is already lean, probably loves themselves unconditionally. They don't care about being lean. They just love themselves. And being lean is a reflection of loving yourself. So even if I'm lean or not, I love myself. And it's not if I'm lean or not, that depends if I'm worthy of love. Holy shit. Anyways, I feel like I'm going off right now. I need to reel it back in. But anyways, it's just been a lot of realizations like that and just being kind towards myself because, yeah, we're going through a fucking vibrational shift. How does it feel? Are you not tired? Are you not feeling like fucking flatlining right now? We do what we can. Follow your highest excitement every day. If you just remove your rules, like depending on the day you're listening to this, tomorrow, remove all the rules. Like, if one of your rules is waking up at 7 a.m., don't fucking wake up with an alarm. If one of your rules is like not being able to go, whatever it is, you are the only one who knows. But I want you to live one day without rules and literally just doing what you want to do. And if you like it, you can do it the next day. Like, who told us we needed to follow all these rules to be the exemplary? I don't know what the word is in English, but just being the perfect example of like a human being, like doing everything right and shit. I don't want to look like the perfect human being. I just want to look like Laura. I just want to be Laura. I just want to enjoy being Laura for the time I am, because I don't know how long I have in this body, in this physical reality. So I'm just going to enjoy it instead of critiquing it and thinking that this isn't good enough and I need to work better on this and blah, blah, blah. So my goodness. So if you have been feeling the things I've been talking about, I am sending you the biggest hug because I know it's not an easy time. It is not an easy time at all because half the time I feel like fucking asshole and I don't feel like myself. And it's really strange. It is very strange, but I'm also very grateful for it because I'm coming to new realizations about myself, and it's just attaining more freedom towards myself and towards my life. And don't we all want that, huh? So I am going to conclude episode 11 of On the Laulau now, but thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for offering me the space and freedom of time to post when I feel inspired to, because this is what you get. Because if I force myself to make episodes, it's going to suck because I don't feel inspired. So anyways, thank you guys. I love you guys. I will see you on episode 12, hopefully very soon. I'm feeling like I'm on an inspiration roll. Hopefully I'm going to keep it going. But I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.